Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are going to do the first part of our Ask Us Anything question and answers.
Yep.
You guys have been so great about sending in your questions that we have enough to do a part 1 and a part 2.
So get ready, because here comes part 1 of Ask Us Anything.
Be what you wanna be. Do what you wanna do. And if it sets you free, believe in only you.
So question number 1 comes to us from Andrea Truelove, our friend in Pahrump,
Yes,
right?
yes, that's right.
So her first question, she sent us quite a few, which is great. First one is, how do you make your tanks last so long? Like when we're boondocking.
Because we have 3 separate tanks. We have a black tank, we have a gray tank, and we have a galley tank. The black tank is 65-ish gallons, I think. And the grays, we're guessing, are about
56.
56.
Because it says it's like 110 or something like that combined.
combined.
It doesn't
even
tell
though-
us how much they are separately, because they are separate
Exactly.
tanks.
They are completely separate tanks. So how do we make them last so long?
Well, they are nice big tanks for
Yes.
one thing.
And we're very conservative on water usage.
We are.
Super conservative. We really learned how to handle that aspect of boondocking. Perfect for us.
So one of the things, doing dishes, I use dish pans and then pour the dishwater outside on plants. That helps that.
In the desert, when we're out
when we're out in the
boondocking.
desert. Yeah, even here.
Even here.
Because we conserve anytime. I'm from Nevada, so we conserve water. And then as far as like the black tank and the shower tank, well, we have a small bathtub in our shower. So we're able to plug up the drain and we bail out the shower water into jugs and we use that to flush the toilet. So instead of pressing the pedal and letting all this water flush down the toilet, we're using the soapy shower water for that, and then it's not all going down the shower tank.
And that soapy shower water, we don't use, if we've been out and we've sweated and we're filthy dirty, no, we don't put it in
nasty,
jugs.
we don't.
It's nasty. But if it's just a quick rinse off with some shampoo in your hair, that soap and that hair rinse helps the inside of the black tank, because people are always putting, stuff in there to make all the,
Which we do
chunks.
also,
But boy, does it help keep that black tank clean. It's amazing.
Yep.
And that's what we do, and that helps us conserve a lot of not just fresh water, but water in the tanks.
So second question, and it kind of goes along with how do we conserve water, but Dave Meek asked us, how do you save water when cleaning your dishes? Well, one of my biggest things is, and I learned this from Adventure Van Man Brian, is white vinegar and water in a spray bottle. And I spray down all the dishes, and it really helps cut down on the grease and the crumbs. And I use like a quarter of a paper towel each time I wipe instead of wadding up a whole big old paper towel. So we get the split sheet paper towels, and I split those in half. So I've got a little square, and just used one little square at a time until they're clean. And then I have another spray bottle that has just plain water for rinsing.
And any food residue right after we eat, the first thing we do is we scrape it all off into a plastic bag.
Yep. Yeah, so it really does save on the water. And I do that most of the time anyway, but really extreme use that towards the end of a boondocking stay before we're going to dump tanks to try and stretch it out even further.
Yeah.
So Andrea has a couple more questions.
Yep.
So do y'all ever get bored being in a spot for a long time? Do you have plans to travel east? And why did you choose to stop work camping?
All right, so you got 3 there.
3 there.
Let's answer the first one.
The first one.
Do you get bored being in a spot for a long time? And your answer
Lori's answer is no.
No, and Tom's answer is, let's get on the road.
He gets hitch itch.
I do. I just, after I'm someplace 4, 5, 6 weeks, I'm like, okay, we need to hitch up and go. Lori's just the opposite.
Especially when we're here in Reno with our family.
Yeah.
So I'm not anxious to leave here.
I understand that. We come up here to spend the summer, but yet it still gets to me after being here for a couple months. I'm like, oh, we need to go. We need to hitch up and go and do something. So that answers that question. Your second question, do you have plans to travel east? First year, we went as far east as St. Louis, and then we turned around and came back across country. We don't really have plans. We really don't make a lot of plans. Would we like to go east? I would. I would love to go east. I think Lori would like to go east.
I would too.
But right now, with the price of fuel, we're kind of hanging in the west for sure. For sure. And we don't really have plans to go east at this time.
No.
Now, the next one. This is a loaded question.
Oh, boy.
Why did you choose to stop work camping? Do you want to answer or should I answer? Because
we wanted to be the ones having fun and not the ones enforcing rules.
There you go. My answer would be we stopped at the end of 19 just as the pandemic started. And we're not blaming it on the pandemic or anything like that with the stupid virus, because we wouldn't have done it in 2020.
Right.
But let's just say you had a campground with 5 places. Every day, 4 out of 5 places, those people are going to be so nice. That 5th one's going to be an arsehole, and it's going to ruin the whole camp hosting experience. And we did it for 3 summers in a row. And I think if we would have gone one summer and done it, then the next summer just traveled, then gone off and back and forth, maybe we wouldn't have this sour taste in our mouth.
I don't think so. But anyway, like I said, we wanted to be the ones having fun, but not the ones enforcing rules. We got tired of that.
We got to be the bad cops most of the time, being the camp hosts.
Yep.
You know, we might have had a ranger or a supervisor on site, but they weren't there all the time. So we had to be the cops, and it just wasn't fun for us to do that.
Yeah, and we seem to be the lucky ones to get the new rules are going to be enforced this year.
Yeah, that's
great.
True
Thanks.
too. First year, and we were the choice.
Yeah, we did not mind cleaning sites or any of that. If I could go somewhere and only do that and not have to deal with anything else, I'd do it, because I didn't mind doing that.
That was fun, because even cleaning the sites, you got to meet everybody, talk with everybody, and most everybody was nice and cordial.
We made some great friends by doing it. So, but we just want to be the ones having fun now.
There you go. We got this next question, but I can't remember who asked it, and I can't find it in our Facebook questions and our YouTube. So, but the question is, have you ever dropped your trailer on the bed of your truck?
No. Knock on wood.
It has never happened to us.
Not to us. And the reason is part of our checklist, after Tom hitches up the truck to the trailer, when he brings the legs, the landing jacks on the front, when he raises them and puts the weight on the truck, we only go up as far as we have room between the top of the truck bed and the bottom of the trailer. So we don't go any further than that. And so he does what we call a tug test. So we remove the chocks, and then he goes forward a few feet and stops, and that will let us know if the truck is hitched correctly to the trailer. And that's when people drop the trailer onto their truck bed, is because it's not hitched up correctly.
We do it every single time. A tug test.
Yep. Always.
Without fail.
Always.
Always.
And it's not far enough that if the trailer falls, it's going to hurt anything, and it doesn't fall on the truck. We may injure legs, but not the back of the truck.
Exactly.
So far, so good, knock on wood. Our little tug test helps us not to drop our truck on our trailer on top of our truck.
Next question comes from YouTube, from Aunt Ferrant.
Hopefully we're saying that right.
Do you guys struggle with clutter in your rig? And have you found any solutions to keep the clutter down? Trash cans.
Oh boy. When I saw that question, I went, "Oh, great!
So
Here we go."
you get to answer this one.
This is Lori's question. So, in the very beginning of our doing these YouTube videos, I did one that said, "Hi, my name is Lori, and I am a pack rat." And things haven't changed. I never claimed to be a minimalist by any means. I have stuff. I like my stuff, and I'm a crafter, which any other crafter will understand that. So, to beat the clutter, I do try really hard to keep it contained.
She does. She really does.
And keep it out of the way and try and put things away when I'm done. And when I'm making cards, I've got stuff in like 3 different piles just because I need the supplies. But I do try to put it all away. We bought a couple of those little benches, and so I've got stuff in there. And then
Storage benches.
Yeah, they're like, you could use them for ottomans or whatever.
Yeah.
But they go perfectly underneath one of our windows, and I've got my craft stuff in them. And
we're very conscious of weight.
Oh yeah,
we really are.
Yeah. So when we're here in Reno, I do get some extra stuff out of our storage unit, and so we're a little bit more cluttered when we're here. But things have to get put away when we go to dump every 3 weeks. So, so sometimes I put them in bins in my car for now because we keep a car here. But I try to keep everything put away. If you have somewhere to put it away. At times, like we had company yesterday, and so I was able to put just a couple bins in my car to get it out of the way because I have been crafting a lot. So it is hard. A trailer or a RV can look very cluttered very easily, and it just depends on your tolerance level. It drives me crazy, and I know it's got to drive Tom crazy. But
I just smile.
It drives me more crazy not to get to do my crafting or not to have my stuff.
I just smile, walk around it, hopefully not to stub my toe on something, and I just smile.
He's very patient with me. I know it's got to be driving him crazy most of the time, but he's also very well taken care of. So,
what does that have to do with clutter?
It has to do with your patience level.
And I have big boy pants patience pants.
Most of the time, yes. Next question.
Larry McGee asks, before you two met, did you ever camp? And if so, did you ever think you would be living full-time on the road in an RV? Larry, let me answer the first part of that question. Before we met, did we ever camp? Did I ever camp? I camped as a kid. I was a Weeblos, Cub Scout, Boy Scout, all that stuff. I camped. We used to, growing up with Dad, we would hunt and we would camp out. So I camped as a kid. As an adult, if it didn't have a flashing neon sign out front that said vacancy with soft pillows, no, I didn't camp at all. I'm sorry. I did that as a kid. As an adult, no.
I did.
She did.
Really camped. Tent camping. So
before we met.
Yeah, before we met. And even after we met, but you would never go, so it's like, oh, okay.
She had like this hotel tent. It was humongous.
A 3-room tent, and I had a pop-up, and I had everything. I
all
had
the bells and whistles, pots and pans and everything.
Oh, yeah.
And she kept saying, we're going camping this weekend. Do you want to go? And I'm like, to the Holiday Inn?
Yeah, no.
No.
So
I'll wait here.
And now we don't camp.
We don't camp.
We don't camp.
We live.
We live
full-time in an RV. Now, the question was, did you ever think you would be living full-time on the road in an RV? Oh, hell no.
We had never RV'd, either one of us.
No.
Never. So we go and we buy one with the intention of living full-time in it.
But that's another story.
Yeah. So, nope, we never imagined we would be doing this, and we're glad that we did.
Yep. Tina asked us, how often do you do your laundry?
Well, when we're here and we have the availability of a washer and dryer, I do it more frequently. But when we're on the road and out camp, usually once a month. I know that sounds terrible, but we have a nice big closet, so we have a lot of clothes. Yeah. And I sort all my laundry. I just can't stand to throw mixed loads together. I just can't do it. So
if I was by myself in that RV, that's what would happen.
Yeah, I can't. We have like 4 sets of sheets. We have plenty of towels. We have lots of clothes. So I'd rather do it once a month, go to the laundromat, get 7 loads of laundry done in 2 hours and be done for another month. So we're lucky we have the capacity and we're able to do it that way.
Our rig's big enough that we can have a lot more clothes than a lot of RVers carry with them.
Right.
We really do.
Right. And we live full time and we don't just wear shorts and tank tops and t-shirts. I'm sorry. I know in the very beginning of researching all this, everybody says, oh, you're only going to need 5 t-shirts and 5 shorts and a pair of jeans. And it's like, no, I'm sorry.
That's not how we live.
That's not how we live. We're living. We're not camping. So do it about once a month here, about once a week.
Yeah.
So.
All right, here's the last question on episode 1, I guess.
Yeah.
Part one of Ask Us Anything. And it comes from our friends Sean and Angie at Our Vision Nomadic Living. With the price of fuel, have you considered selling pictures of Tom's feet on the internet in order to raise funds?
Serious questions here.
But he says, okay, now for a serious question. Cream and sugar or black during your Saturday coffee chats? We love you guys so much.
We love these questions. Those are great.
Have you ever considered
selling your feet pictures? No.
No? However, now that you've put the thought in my mind,
And then the serious question.
Serious question? Mine is black with just a little tiny sugar in it. Hers is a milkshake.
There's no milk in it.
Hers is a shake without milk.
It's got brown sugar, creamer, and like a cappuccino flavor teaspoon. And
about that much black coffee in the bottom of it.
That's not true.
That's about it for her.
That's not true.
So.
But it tastes good.
So there you go. There's part 1 of our Ask Us Anything questions. We appreciate all the questions. We'll have part 2 coming out in on another What Up Wednesday video for you.
Thank you guys for joining us.
Hey, if you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. It really helps. And if you're new to the channel, thanks. We appreciate you being here. Make sure you click subscribe and then ring the bell and get notified every time we put up a brand new video. We appreciate each and every one of you.
Thanks for all of your questions. We've had fun, and stay tuned for part 2.
Part 2. Ask Us Anything's coming up.
See ya.
Take your banner and raise it to the sky.
GoPro, stop recording. Whew. GoPro, stop recording.
GoPro, stop recording.